Hey there fellow cake friends, and welcome to this week's tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make my Italian meringue buttercream recipe, which I use for all my cakes. This recipe is from my new class called Creative Buttercream Cakes, Sharp Corners to Modern Textures, and I hope you'll join me there. There's going to be a link in the description box below so you can check it out, and I hope to see you there. So before we get to the recipe, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and let's get to it. You can grab my free PDF recipe for this Italian meringue buttercream in the description box below. I'm making a double batch of buttercream here, so it's easier for you to see in my 7-quart mixer, but feel free to divide it in half if you have a smaller mixer like a 5-quart. Start by scaling out 250 grams of egg whites into your mixing bowl. Then scale 450 grams of sugar into a small pot and add 130 grams of water right on top to saturate it. Comment below and tell me your favorite buttercream recipe to make and eat. Place 910 grams unsalted butter at room temperature, which would be between 68 to 70 Fahrenheit or 20 to 21 Celsius, into a bowl and soften it up by chopping it and stirring with your spatula. Don't forget to scrape all the excess butter off the inside of your butter package. Now that your preparation, or mise en place, is complete, we are ready to make the buttercream. Turn your stand mixer on high, and then you'll let your egg whites whip until they're at medium to stiff peaks. I'll show you what it looks like here. So you'll be able to see the egg whites are nice and stiff and they aren't weeping or falling off the whisk. That means it's ready to go. At this point, turn on your burner and place a candy or probe thermometer inside and cook to 121 Celsius or 250 Fahrenheit. Make sure the probe is fully submerged into the sugar and don't stir it with a spatula, only use clean metal like a fork or your probe thermometer to make sure the sugar is dissolving evenly at the beginning. After the mixture boils, leave it undisturbed to cook until it reaches your desired temperature of 121 Celsius or 250 Fahrenheit. Turn your stand mixer back onto medium and slowly pour the sugar in a stream down the side of your bowl so it doesn't touch the whisk. Okay, so while I'm pouring this, I want you to comment below and tell me what your favorite buttercream flavor is. Mine is hazelnut praline. Once all the sugar has been poured in, turn your mixer up to high while the meringue whips and cools. You'll know it's done when you touch the side of the bowl and it feels about the same temperature as your hand. Turn the mixer down to medium-low and slowly add the butter in, one spatula full at a time. This will be about a 1/4 cup each time, and continue adding the butter until you've added all of it and scrape the bowl clean. This is important in baking so that we're not leaving extra ingredients in the bowls after we've scaled them so precisely. You'll see here that the mixture looks curdled and yellow. Don't be alarmed, this is totally normal. You have to scrape down the sides of the bowl and add any butter pieces that are stuck in the whisk, and turn your mixer back up to medium-high and allow the buttercream to whip until it's light, fluffy, and almost white. This can take up to 10 minutes, depending on the temperature of your kitchen. If after you've added your butter, you're finding your buttercream is too soupy, that means everything is a bit too warm. Pop it in the fridge for 15 or 20 minutes, and then try re-whipping it, and repeat the process if it still is a little bit too soupy, but that should fix it right up. On the other hand, if you find your buttercream is curdled, that means everything is a bit too cold. So pop it on top of a double boiler and just wait for the edges of the buttercream to begin to melt, and then try re-whipping it again and just repeat the process until it's fixed. You can see the buttercream is really nice and light in color and texture. It's a lot fluffier than it was before, and it's really smooth. It should be easy to run your spatula through, really light, and you can see it is almost white. Make sure to scrape all of your buttercream out of the whisk so you don't waste a drop. As soon as you've got all of your buttercream out, we're ready to move on to the next lesson, which you'll be able to find in my full buttercream class. To flavor your buttercream, you can use anything without a high water content, from chocolate to caramel to freeze-dried fruit or your favorite extracts. I'll put some of my favorites in the description box below. To color your buttercream, I recommend using any gel paste colors, which don't add too much water but have a really strong pigment to color the buttercream. I'll have some links to my favorite ones in the description box below. This is my go-to buttercream for everything from cupcakes to regular cakes and tiered cakes. It is super fluffy, and you'll see in the future lessons how firm it can get in the fridge so you can get the sharpest corners and you really have a lot of control over it. To store your Italian meringue buttercream, you can keep it in the fridge for up to 1 week and in the freezer for up to 3 months. And I always have extras in the freezer just in case I need to make a cake at any second. And you can use any kind of reusable food-safe containers. I love these deli containers. They are perfect for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in class. You can sign up for my Creative Buttercream class now in the description box below. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.